All right, listen up, because what I'm about to tell you, if you truly get it, will change your life forever. Most people are living life with the brakes on. They have the drive, the hunger, the dreams, but something inside them is keeping them stuck. They hesitate, they overthink, they wait for the perfect moment that never comes, and before they know it, years pass, and they're still in the same place, wondering what happened. Where did the time go? But let me tell you something. The only thing stopping you is you. It's not the economy, it's not your background, it's not bad luck. It's the patterns in your mind, the fear in your body, the story you've been telling yourself for years. And today, we break that pattern, we rip out that old story and replace it with one that makes you Because the truth is, success isn't about luck, it's about decisions. It's about taking control of your state, rewriting your beliefs, changing your story, and taking massive action. And it all starts with this: change your state, change your life. Change your state. Your mind is powerful, but it's also a follower. It follows your body, your movement, your energy. If you want to stop holding yourself back, the very first thing you must do is change your state. Physically, emotionally, and mentally. Most people try to think their way into action. But that's backwards. Action creates emotion, not the other way around. Think about the moments in your life when you felt unstoppable. Maybe it was a time you achieved something big, overcame a challenge, or simply felt fully alive. What was happening? Your body was engaged, your energy was high, and you carried yourself differently. That's not a coincidence. Your posture, breathing, and movement send signals to your brain about how you feel. When you slump your shoulders, look down, and breathe shallowly, your brain thinks, we're tired, we're weak, we're not ready. But when you stand tall, take deep breaths, and move with purpose, your brain responds, we're in control, we're powerful, let's go. If you've ever seen elite athletes before a game, they don't sit around waiting to feel ready. They jump up and down, shake their arms, scream, and engage their whole body. They're priming their nervous system for action. And you can do the same, whether you're about to give a presentation, make a big decision, or take a risk. Try this right now. Stand up, roll your shoulders back, and take a deep breath. Shake out any tension in your body. Now put your arms in the air like you just won a championship. Hold that pose for 10 seconds. Feels different, doesn't it? That's not just a gimmick, it's science. Studies have shown that your body posture directly influences your brain chemistry, increasing confidence and reducing stress hormones. So if you find yourself hesitating, doubting, or feeling stuck, don't sit there analyzing it. Move, go for a run, jump up and down, play music that hypes you up. Shift your physical state and your mind will follow, because when you feel strong, you act strong. And when you act strong, you become unstoppable. Destroy limiting beliefs. What's the number one thing keeping you stuck? It's not your circumstances. It's not your lack of resources. It's the invisible chains in your mind, the beliefs you've accepted as truth. We all have a story we tell ourselves, a voice in our head that whispers, you're not ready, you're not good enough, what if you fail? And that voice isn't real, it's just a pattern, a script. You've rehearsed so many times that you started believing it. Where did it come from? Maybe a teacher told you that you weren't smart enough. Maybe your parents played it safe and now you've absorbed their fears. Maybe you tried something before, failed, and convinced yourself you'd always fail. But here's the truth. Those beliefs are not facts. They're just opinions, someone else's, or your own past selves. And opinions can be changed. Think about this. If a stranger walked up to you and said, you'll never be successful, would you believe him? No, you'd laugh it off. But when that voice inside your head says the same thing, you listen. Why? Because you've let it run unchallenged for too long. It's time to call it out. Right now, write down one belief that has been holding you back. Maybe it's, I'm not good at speaking, or I always procrastinate, or I'm not lucky like other people. Now ask yourself, is this 100% true? Has there ever been a time you proved this wrong? Chances are you've had moments where you were confident, disciplined, or successful, but you dismissed them. Your brain has been filtering your experiences to confirm the negative belief, but that stops now. Destroying limiting beliefs isn't about fake positivity. It's about replacing lies with the truth. The truth is you are capable of more than you give yourself credit for. The truth is you've overcome things before and you can do it again. The truth is every person who has ever achieved greatness once doubted themselves, but they didn't let that doubt define them. So what's the new belief you're choosing today? What's the new story you're writing? Because the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the belief that it's possible. And the second you stop accepting those old limits, you'll see just how powerful you really are. You write your story. Every single person has a story they tell themselves about who they are, what they can do, and what's possible for them. And that story determines everything. It shapes your thoughts, your actions, your habits, your entire life. If you keep telling yourself the same story, you'll keep living the same reality. Maybe your story is that you always quit when things get hard. Maybe it's that you're unlucky, that success isn't meant for you, that people like you don't make it big. Maybe you believe that because of your past mistakes, you don't deserve a better future. But here's the truth. Those are just stories. They are not reality. They are choices, and at any moment you can choose a new one. Think about it. Two people can go through the exact same struggle, but one comes out stronger while the other stays stuck. Why? Because one person rewrites the meaning of their struggle. They don't say, "This failure proves I'm not good enough." They say, "This failure is my greatest teacher." They don't say, "I was abandoned, so I'll never trust again." They say, "I was abandoned, and that's why I'll be the one who shows up for others." Same event, different story, different life. If you want to stop holding yourself back, you must become the author of your own story. You must take full ownership of how you see yourself and decide that your past does not equal your future. Think about the greatest comeback stories you've ever heard. The people who went from rock bottom to massive success. What changed? Did the world suddenly become easier? No, they changed themselves. They stopped seeing their struggles as an excuse and started seeing them as fuel. Right now, think about the biggest challenge or failure you've experienced. What is the story you've been telling yourself about it? Maybe it's, "I failed, so I'm a failure." Now rewrite it. What if the real meaning is, "I failed, and that failure gave me the exact lesson I needed to win"? This is not about ignoring reality. It's about creating a better reality. The only difference between people who win and people who stay stuck is the way they interpret their experiences. So, what's the new story you're going to live by? Take immediate, massive action. You don't need more information. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more time. What you need is action right now. Most people wait. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect feeling. And because they wait, they stay exactly where they are. They never take the leap. They never start the business, ask for the raise, change their habits. They think they need more confidence, but confidence isn't something you get before action. It's something you gain from action. Look at the most successful people in any field. They are not the smartest. They are not the most talented, but they are the ones who take relentless action. They don't wait to feel ready. They don't overthink. They don't hesitate. They move. And because they move, they figure things out along the way. The secret to momentum is simple. Just start, make the call, send the email, sign up for the class, take the first step, no matter how small, because the moment you do, something shifts inside you. Your brain stops seeing the goal as some distant dream and starts seeing it as something real. But here's the key. It has to be massive action. Not just dipping your toe in, not just thinking about it. Massive action means you go all in. You commit fully. You take steps that force you to move forward even when you feel fear, because action kills fear. Action rewires your brain. Action is the difference between people who talk about success and people who live it. There will never be a perfect moment. There will never be a guarantee. But if you start moving, start executing, start showing up at 100%, you will create momentum. And once you have momentum, nothing can stop you. Own your power. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to give you permission. No one is going to suddenly hand you the life you want. If you're waiting for a sign, if you're waiting for the perfect circumstances, if you're waiting for someone to believe in you before you believe in yourself, you will be waiting forever. The only person who can change your life is you, and that starts the moment you decide to own your power. Most people don't even realize how much power they have. They walk through life like they're passengers, like things just happen to them. They say, "I can't be successful because I didn't grow up rich," or "I can't be confident because I was bullied," or "I can't be in shape because my genetics are bad." But none of that is the truth. Those are just stories that take away their power. Owning your power means taking full responsibility for your life. No more blaming the past. No more blaming the economy, your parents, your boss, or anything else. No more waiting for the perfect moment. The moment you stop making excuses and start owning everything, your wins, your losses, your habits, your results, is the moment you take back control. Because if you're the one responsible, then you're the one who can change it. Think about the most successful, fulfilled, unstoppable people you know. Do they spend their time complaining? Do they focus on what's out of their control? No. They focus on what they can do. They ask themselves better questions. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? They say, how can I use this to get stronger? Instead of saying, I don't have the resources, they say, how can I make this work? Instead of saying, I wish things were different, they say, how can I create the life I want? When you own your power, you stop reacting and start creating. You stop waiting and start moving. You stop seeing obstacles as roadblocks and start seeing them as challenges to rise above. Because the truth is, everything in your life right now is a result of what you've chosen to accept. The job you have, the body you have, the relationships you have, the mindset you have, all of it is a reflection of your stand. And if you don't like where you are, raise your standards. Demand more from yourself. Expect more from yourself, because the only limitations that exist are the ones you accept. Most people never tap into even a fraction of what they're capable of. They let their fears dictate their actions. They let their circumstances define their limits. They let their past failures convince them they can't win. But those who own their power refuse to live like that. They know that every single moment is a chance to level up, to break an old pattern, to rewrite their story, to take action despite the fear. And every time they do, they build unshakable confidence, not because someone else told them they're great, but because they proved it to themselves. Think about where you are right now. Think about the areas where you've been holding back, making excuses, playing small. Now ask yourself, what would it look like if I stepped into my power right now? What would I do differently if I truly believed that nothing was stopping me except my own mindset? What actions would I take if I knew I was unstoppable? The answers to those questions will show you exactly where you need to go next. You've got two choices right now. You can walk away from this and go back to your old patterns, back to fear, doubt, and hesitation, back to waiting for the right time that never comes. Or you can decide that today is the day everything changes. Because now you know the truth. You know that your state controls your actions. You know that your beliefs can either make you or break you. You know that the story you tell yourself is shaping your reality. And most importantly, you know that action is the only thing that creates results. So here's your challenge. Take what you've learned today and apply it. Don't just think about it. Don't just feel motivated for a few hours. Move. Take one massive action right now, because the second you do, you'll feel the shift, the power, the momentum. And once you start, nothing can stop you. This is Tony Robbins Track. And if you're ready to take your life to the next level, make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, and let me know, what action are you taking today? I'll see you at the top. Let's go.